Hey dude, you wanna do a little sparring, man?
Yeah, bro, but light, you know?
Yeah, of course, bro. You already know. Gotta take care of ourselves, man. Let's go, man. Yeah,
For
light.
shizzle, let's do this.
Let's go.
Light, we said, okay, light, bro. Light. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Where am I?
Light sparring, baby. Don't do that. Why do that? Why risk your health and your brain for light sparring, guys? This is a very bad trend. It's been going on since probably the beginning of boxing time. Light sparring, people always say, oh, let's light spar. And then it always turns, most of the time, maybe 98% of the time, it turns into a fucking full out war. This is not good for the longevity of a fighter. And when you see most fighters that they have slur impediments, they can't speak, they're slower, speech impediments, I meant to say. And most of them said that they got this damage from training, not from the fight, because when you're training, like when you're sparring, you're not supposed to be sparring no more than, if you're hard sparring, which you never should hard spar at the gym, at least to your face. The face should be 50%, and that's most, and the body should be, it could be 100% for the body. But you still got to be careful there, because you can hinder somebody's fight career. Because if you're sparring and somebody just gives you a good rib shot, that's going to take you back, and it will not make you, it will postpone your fights, and you will have other issues in the long run. So the best and smartest thing to do is to do technical sparring, and we see this in Muay Thai fighting. So the Muay Thai fighters, for some weird reason, if you compare them to boxers, they last longer, and they have over hundreds of fights, and they seem to be speaking properly. I mean, maybe they do have brain damage, that's for sure, but imagine Muay Thai, there's elbowing, there's knees, not just punching, and kicks as well. So how can they still speak without slurring? And most of the boxers can't. And if you see how Muay Thai fighters train when they are sparring, they're basically technical sparring. So you'll see them tapping, and then when they see an opening, they'll hold back. If you see, there's a lot of videos of Muay Thai fighters when they see an opening to with their sparring partner, they'll throw the kick and then they'll stop it, or they'll just tap it on the neck instead of the head, or a punch, they'll just tap, and then just tap instead of going full force, because that's gonna obviously teach them their openings and their wrongs, and instead of giving your sparring partner brain damage, which will hurt them 1000% of the time in the long run. It's also good because you learn how to hold back your power, which is actually a very good thing, because even when you're boxing, when you're having fights, if you throw every punch 100% of your power, if you throw it at 100%, like if you jab, and every jab is stiff and hard, you're gonna exert too much energy, so that if there is an opening to your opponent, you won't have enough energy, or even speed, or even power to finish the fight, for example, right? So you have to know to control your power, and that starts from the gym, and it starts, of course, from sparring. So try to do technical sparring, and if you're gonna spar with somebody, especially you beginners, beginners tend to not understand how to hold their power, how to hold back, when to throw, when not to throw. So if you're a beginner, make sure you have a good coach. Now, if this coach tells you go all out in sparring, change coaches, change gyms, because you're gonna get unnecessary brain damage, and most of the time brain damage is irreversible. So you don't want to have brain damage from a sport, right? You want to have fun, you want to do it for the longevity, and if you're taking this sport seriously, do technical sparring, because with technical sparring you can never go wrong. You will always learn, and you can spar. If you're doing technical sparring, you can basically spar even every day, right? So because there's no damage being taken there, you're just working on specific drills with your sparring partner while throwing let's say 50% of the head and about 80 to 90% of the body. And of course, you never want to hurt your sparring partner purposely. Even if you go to other gyms to spar, usually we call this sparring wars, gym wars, when one boxing gym goes to another boxing gym. But if you're not getting paid for it, if you're not getting a championship for it, why go through all that hassle to try to destroy somebody else's career or even your own, you know? So always be mindful when you're sparring. Tell your sparring partner, hey, listen, let's go light. Really, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to hurt me. So let's learn from each other. Let's not kill each other, because there is no benefit from that. It's only disadvantages. I know from personal experience as well as from other fighters, and they're suffering long-term damages from sparring, not even from fighting. So they still have issues to this day, years later, which hinders them, or many of them have stopped the sport because of these issues due to overtraining, sparring hard, and etc., etc. So be smart, be mindful, please, of the way you spar, because sparring can be detrimental to your health. So it can either improve you or damage you. And of course, we do not want to be damaged. Of course, we always want to be improving. And in order to improve, you need a good functioning brain. And also, you know, if you don't have a good brain, right, you can't do a lot of tasks in everyday life, not just boxing. So you need the brain. The brain controls everything, and you can get more damages from brain damage. I mean, you know, like, except the brain damage, like if you have brain issues, it affects your whole body. Okay, not just your speech, not just your eyes, not just how you speak. Not just your movements, just overall. So be wary. Use your brain, right? Very oxymoronic if you're a boxer, but that's what I'm pushing, because I've been there, I've done that. And I still suffer from injuries from boxing, from hard sparrings that were really useless. But like I said, use your brain, be smart, technical spar. You can do it every day. Work on specific drills when you're doing technical sparring sessions. So like one person can, for example, throw the jab, and you just, you slip right, slip left, and then for the other round, the other person jabs, slip right, slip left. You can do specific combinations like body, head, and then the other your sparring partner rolls under. And you could do, there's too many things you could do with a sparring partner without damaging each other and getting brain damage. So I hope this helped. For any other boxing tips, fitness tips, supplement tips, and health-wise related, please comment down below. I hope this helped, and stay strong, guys. Boxing for life. Let's get it. Bing.